subject today is the best 5 investment you can make in 2025. Remember, these weekly videos from Wealth Heights are very action oriented, so make sure that you take notes. So let me start. 5 best investment you can make in 2025, my opinion. First is, as you have seen from maybe previous videos, that I am a fan of diversification. Don't put all your money into one investment category. So, number 1, you need to invest in equities. Equities means stocks, and stocks can be in the form of individual stocks, single company, or ETFs, exchange traded fund, or CEF closed-end funds. We will explain what's ETF, CEFs maybe in a later video. But equities should be part of your investment in 2025. My suggestion is for you to do some research on the results of the different sectors of the market in the last 3 to 5 years. And you will see that the S&P 500 for the last 3 years really progressed very nicely in 2023, 2024. 2022 was a bit down. So the average of the 3 years was around 29% growth for the 3 years in the S&P 500. Within the S&P 500, you will see sectors that did unbelievably good and other sectors that did not do the same. So if you look to the technology, energy, and communication services companies, communication services like Google, Facebook, and so on is under communication services. Technology like Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, and so on, and energy like ExxonMobil, Chevron, and so on. These 3 sectors did unbelievably great. So actually energy was around 60% in the last 3 years, and technology and communication services were really, again, amazing, much higher than the overall market of 29%, as I mentioned to you. However, there are other 3 sectors that did not do as good, some of them even negative in the last 3 years. The first one is real estate. Real estate actually reduced by 14% in the last 3 years. So it was a hit of 14%. Real estate. Basic materials also did not do well. And healthcare. These 3 were much lower than the market. So when you think about 2025, and within the concept of diversified portfolio, I would suggest you overweight a bit the sectors that did not grow massively in the last 3 years. So healthcare, basic material, or real estate. Real estate investment trust, I have 2 tickers for you, just for your research. So as always, don't take my word, just go research and do your homework before investing in anything. So the 2 that you can search is Prologis. Prologis is a real estate investment trust that invest in industrial assets. So for example, they own warehouses that they rent to Amazon, for example. But the ticker is PLD. The other one is Welltower. Welltower is again real estate investment trust that invest in healthcare. So it gives you both. It's real estate and healthcare, as we mentioned. And the ticker for that is WELL. So that is the first one, equities. Second one, very popular in our region, Middle East, gold. Gold progressed massively in the last 5 years, almost 50% increase. And we know gold grow when there is a problem, political problem or financial problem or inflation. And we know that inflation is increasing massively, or increased massively now, started to go down in the last few years. So gold, you can buy gold in different ways. You can buy gold as sabaik, like bullion, or coins, or you can buy through an ETF as well. And that will help you. The ETF will help you because you don't need to pay storage fees, or you get worried that someone will steal it from me. And there are 2 ETFs that you can buy gold through. Number 1 is IAU, and the second one is GLD. So that is the second investment for 2025. The third one, it depends on your situation if you need it or not. But the fixed income people, for example, in Egypt, they call it shahadat, the certificate that the bank issue with a fixed amount of money that you get either every month or at the end of this period. So you can, and in the stock market they call it bonds, government bonds or corporate bonds. There are options. They don't grow as much, but they are more stable than the stocks or even the real estate investment trust, and they give you a stable income as well. Currently, the aggregate bond with the ticker of BND or AGG give you around 2-3% income, and they give it that per year, of course, and they give that every month, part of it. Then the fourth one is real estate investment trust, to have exposure to real estate. And as I mentioned to you, two of them, the Prologis and the Well Tower. There are others. You need to just do your homework. When you look to the real estate investment trust, you need to check a couple of things. Number one is you check the growth versus the S&P 500. And are they beating or not? Second, the dividends that they pay, because real estate investment trust is like investment in real estate, and the most important thing is rent. So you need to see the consistency of their dividends, not only if it is the dividend is high or not. Is it consistent or not? And especially during the tough time, did they cut their dividends or not? Because a real estate investment trust that does not cut their dividends during the tough time, during the crashes and during recessions, is a very strong sign of how resilient is this real estate investment trust. So this is number 4. And number 5 is, if you have the deposit for it, you buy physical real estate. And again, important to choose the right real estate. From a location standpoint, Dubai is booming, and it is a great investment hub now for real estate. Only in the last year, villas in Dubai the price increased by 25% on average. Some areas doubled. Apartments increased by 11%, and also the rent is increasing. So as an investor, you will enjoy not only capital gain, but also a very high rent. Dubai, as you all know, is tax-free. Income tax, it's free. Capital gain tax, inheritance tax, on top of a government that is extremely supportive to investors. So all the laws and so on are supporting you to invest and to make money. And by the way, I forgot to tell that now Dubai is offering Iqama or residency for the people who are investing in real estate. Then you can get up to 10 years, what they call golden visa for investment. So these are the 5 investment I would really suggest for you to do your extra research. Number 1, equities, and we talked about the segments that have not been doing well in the last few years, like real estate, healthcare, and basic material. Number 2 is gold, and how you buy gold through ETFs, IAU and GLD. Number 3 is fixed income, like bonds or certificate, and the ticker here is BND or AGG. Number 4 is real estate investment trust, and we talked about Prologis, PLD as a ticker, and Well Tower in healthcare, the ticker is WELL. And then last, the physical real estate that you can consider Dubai as an amazing step that you can not only get a great return on your investment, capital gain and rent, but also you can get residency in one of the safest and most attractive cities in the world. Thank you very much, and if you like the video, please share so that the benefit can go to everyone. Subscribe to the channel and leave me any question that you have in the comment, or send me an email to info@wealthheights.com. Thank you very much, and see you next week.